Picture a brand new neon blue energy drink. It tastes incredible. But right now, 10,000 shimmering cans of it are sitting completely untouched in the dark corner of a distribution warehouse. That liquid gold has zero value as long as it stays trapped on a pallet. A manufacturer can formulate the perfect beverage, but if they can't physically move it out of their own facilities and into the real world, the business fails. Every product travels through a geographic and economic pipeline. It starts at the manufacturer's factory on the left, moves to a retail store in the middle, and eventually lands in the hands of a consumer on the right. Pushing a product through this channel requires fighting on two entirely different fronts. The manufacturer has to make a rational financial pitch to a corporate retail buyer to get the drink onto the shelf, and then immediately pivot to a psychological pitch to convince a teenager to actually drink it. Surviving the modern retail market means running two simultaneous campaigns, one designed to push the product into the store and another to pull it out to the public. Looking closely at the first half of our pipeline diagram, we see the flow from the manufacturer to the retailer. In business, these strategies are called into-the-pipeline promotions, specialized B2B tactics aimed at wholesalers and store owners. Supermarket buyers face a difficult choice. Shelf space is finite, and swapping out a proven seller for an unknown energy drink carries a significant financial risk for the store. To remove that hesitation, manufacturers offer sale or return agreements. They guarantee that if the new drink doesn't sell by a certain date, the retailer can ship the unsold stock back to the factory without paying for it. Once the fear of losing money is gone, manufacturers use dealer loaders to sweeten the deal. This is a volume incentive, like offering 6 boxes of inventory for the price of 5, specifically designed to encourage the retailer to buy in bulk. Because these tactics focus entirely on corporate financial risk management and wholesale inventory, the end consumer never sees them. Getting the boxes through the loading dock is a victory, but a supermarket holds tens of thousands of individual items. The new energy drink will easily disappear in the aisles if the manufacturer doesn't intervene. This photograph shows the retail battleground, the checkout register. Notice the hanging banners and small display racks clustered right where shoppers pay. These point-of-sale displays capture attention when shoppers reach for their wallets. Manufacturers supply them free to dictate how their product appears. For complex items like lottery terminals or specialty electronics, manufacturers will provide direct staff training. They teach the store's own employees how to answer customer questions and troubleshoot problems on the spot. By providing the physical displays and the specific product knowledge, the manufacturer borrows the retailer's floor space and workers to ensure their inventory moves. Once the product is on the shelves, the focus shifts to the storefront. This is out-of-the-pipeline promotion, tactics aimed strictly at the end consumer, designed to drive immediate sales. A shopper looking at an unknown energy drink naturally hesitates to spend money on a flavor they might hate. Manufacturers eliminate that friction by handing out free samples. Look at the sheer volume of messaging on this storefront. The windows and sidewalks are covered with promotional placards and painted advertisements. These highlight rapid-fire special offers, buy one, get one free deals, bonus packs with 50% extra volume, and temporary discounts. Many of these aggressive, highly visible deals operate as loss leaders. The business accepts a tiny profit margin or even takes a slight loss on the promoted item, specifically to bring the customer through the front door so they buy additional, full-priced items while inside. By removing the financial risk of trying a new item and creating a sense of urgency, these offers override a shopper's natural hesitation. Scoring an initial impulse purchase keeps the lights on, but it doesn't build a sustainable business. The manufacturer needs that teenager to walk in and buy that same drink every single week. To engineer that repeat behavior, businesses distribute vouchers and digital coupon codes. A promised discount conditions the consumer to actively bypass rival brands and seek out the specific item they have a coupon for. They also introduce gamification. By running competitions where a purchase enters the buyer into a prize draw, the brand gives the consumer a secondary reason to buy the product repeatedly to increase their odds of winning. Loyalty cards serve as a powerful retention tool. By issuing points for every pound spent, they encourage a long-term purchasing habit through the accumulation of rewards. What begins as a flashy window display to trigger a single sale evolves into a structured system designed to establish long-term brand addiction. If a company mismanages these two fronts, the entire operation collapses. A manufacturer who spends all their money on into-the-pipeline promotions will successfully pack the retailer's shelves, but without consumer marketing, that inventory will just sit there and expire. Conversely, pouring the entire budget into flashy, out-of-the-pipeline social media ads might create massive viral demand, but if the manufacturer hasn't convinced corporate buyers to stock the drink, frustrated teenagers will leave the store empty-handed. Let's look at the complete pipeline one last time to solidify these definitions for your exams. Into-the-pipeline promotions govern the trade section, flowing exclusively from the manufacturer to the retailer. Out-of-the-pipeline promotions govern the consumer section, flowing from the retailer to the public. Notice how the two halves of the diagram lock together into a single mechanism. The wholesale push of the trade supplies the exact amount of inventory needed to satisfy the retail pull of the consumer. A product survives only when a business successfully navigates both relationships, ensuring the supply reliably reaches the people who are ready to buy it.